button.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Now
just
we're
wanted to
live.
talk. I just wanted to talk to you for a second before I click that. And
Well, we'll just sit and chat, and if somebody pops in the chat, we'll.
I just have to explain to them this.
Well, the notification just popped up on my screen that said we were live, so that's a good sign. That means if anybody else has their notifications turned on, it's going to pop up in theirs.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the only one I know of for sure is my brother has notifications turned on. He has a
Yeah,
channel. He hasn't he hasn't has any content yet, but he has a channel.
yeah.
And he watches a lot of your videos too.
Oh, does he? Which one
Yeah.
is he? Do I know him?
You may have seen his YouTube handle come up in some of the chats sometimes. It's called Jimbo Fat.
Oh, Jimbo Fett. Yeah, he comments on a lot of my stuff.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. We thought
Yeah,
about doing something together, but then Two Brothers Comics kind of beat us to that one. I'm like, oh no, we're not
yeah.
gonna we're not gonna do anything like that. They already got us.
Well,
What's up, Jimbo? Can
is
you
he
see
on
the
there?
Can you see the chat on your end, Stevie?
No, you can on your phone. I have to click off. I have to click and then go to live comments and then it says Hey Thunder and Stevie and then exit back out to see the chat.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't come scroll on my screen like yours. What's
Yeah, I
up,
see it.
Jimbo?
I got it on mine.
Okay, so we're broadcasting live now.
I said before we can get into the topics, I'll go ahead wait to see if a few more people hop in there.
I think we stepped on a Comic Head 84's auction. That might be.
Yeah, it's a bad time, but that's when it's a Saturday. That's when everybody can do stuff. I seen Comic Fu and his people were doing their retro something too. I
Yeah,
tried I tried to pick a little bit later, hoping that some of these other people would be done with their stuff, but you
yeah,
know, you can't really do it during the week because people got to work and all that shit. And
yeah. Yeah, I'm usually asleep during the days, and I work graveyard shifts, so yeah, it's hard to get me. I get Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays off. But yeah, Jimbo. Yeah, man, I just saw your comments on today's video, man. I appreciate him. Always, he's always commenting on my stuff, man. I dig it.
he
I
likes those
appreciate it.
super. He likes those super. In fact, he's got. I think it's a Super Sons issue #1, actually signed by Tomasi.
Oh, I got some. Hold on here. Let me see if I can. I got something. If it's in here. Oh yeah, I got something a little special for you, Jimbo Fett, that I just got. You'll get a sneak peek of it. Look at here. The foil variant.
I was like, that looks foil.
Yep, it's foil. The foil. It's a foil variant. Super Sons Rebirth #1. I hadn't put that up on the channel yet. You're first to see it. Isn't that gorgeous? but, but yeah, needs a new bag because the bag got torn. But
Like I said, I hope there wasn't a whole lot of people that was trying to use the other link
well, it doesn't
because
matter. It pops up. It showed you. It popped up and showed in your live. So
because I kept going into my videos under when you go into your own channel, you're like on home screen. I went
yeah,
into that and I'm like, okay, I figured I would just click it. And I clicked the one where it kept saying waiting on Thunder God, waiting on Thunder God, but I couldn't find anything to click that would let me. I'm like, I'm right here. Let me do something.
Yeah, I know it's confusing, man. It's even more so on your phone. One day I was sitting there fiddling with it and trying to figure out how to go live on my phone so people could tune in and see it, and and it would just record the video. It would say it was live, but it was recording the video, but nobody was answering. So it was like nobody knew I was live. Everybody was texting me going, I thought you were going live. Where you at? I can't find you. One day I'm sitting in my recliner trying to figure the mess out. Next thing I know, somebody pops up in the chat. Hey, Steve. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what the hell?
It's
But
like,
I don't know how I did it.
I think
But
that right there is talking about your foil cover being
oh
nice.
yeah, yeah. I didn't even know it existed. It popped up on eBay, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta have it.
It's a shame that they whoever's in charge they let DC separate that book and take those
Yeah,
two characters apart.
yeah. I'm pretty bummed about it, but I keep holding on hope that would make a great animated series, man. I think the DC streaming service ought to jump all over that. That'd make a great animated series.
Yep, animated series. I mean, they're both supposed to be in this Superman show coming up. It's going to be
Yeah, well,
CW.
I know John Kent. They've announced him, but they're saying that she had twins, so it's brothers, and John Kent's supposed to get the abilities, and the other one doesn't. So I don't know if they're going to you know, make something happen with them being brothers and leave, Damian Wayne out of it.
Well, they could just call him. They could name him Damien.
Now they
You know,
already named him. I can't remember what it was, but they named. I think they named him after Lois's dad. I can't remember. I'm not.
so General Lane. I can't remember. He's a general guy.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's his name ain't Damien, but
Huh.
it's just one step closer. One of my spec books. Maybe that'll spark some. Maybe they'll introduce Damien in the later episodes or something.
They
But I
could.
still,
It just depends on if they're ever going to even ever get used to bring Batman into something. You know, they
well,
all they do.
they acknowledge his existence, but they just so. I mean, they they could bring Damien in because I don't think he's licensed to anybody right now.
That's a part of the whole Batwoman TV show that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay, she's there, and Batman's been gone. I don't know what they said at the beginning of it. Oh, Batman's been gone 3 years or 5 years or something like that. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay, if he was, so where's Grayson? Like he would have just not been there, or where's
yeah,
there's so many plot holes out in there just to like force her into the main character.
yeah. I watched the first 3 or 4 episodes, and it just lost me. I was kind of, this just isn't this ain't happening. I guess Batwing is going to be in it at some point, or if he isn't already, I guess they introduced Lucius Fox's kid, who's supposed to be Batwing.
Yeah, he's in there. They haven't put him in any type of Batwing outfit, but they do have him.
Yeah,
They have the
yeah,
character. He kind of plays the same role to Batwoman as the father did. He creates all the tech and he knows
yeah,
everything. And
yeah.
so
It's what it is too. It's just like we're kind of watching Batman Light. Yeah, like they just substitute Batman for Batgirl and tried to make a Batman show out of it, and I don't know. I kind of fell off of it, and there's a I'm trying to catch back up on Titans. You know, I watched the first season. I hadn't watched the second season yet.
the second season's a little bit better,
Yeah, the
but
first one kind of drug a little bit.
the the first episode of the second season actually really should have been the final episode of the first season
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Well,
it picks right up off from there, and it just the big fight with the whole the main bad guy, and then in one episode he's gone, and then all of a sudden it starts. Then all of a sudden it kind of gets into the meat of the second season. It's like that should have been the finale of the first season.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, it was pretty good. It actually does the Grayson gets into a Nightwing outfit, and so
Yeah. I knew they would finally put him in Nightwing gear, but so I was excited that they were going to do that. Um, I don't know if I'm a big fan of the guy that's playing Dick Grayson or not. I don't know. I don't know what it is about him. He just doesn't seem like Dick Grayson to me. But I don't know. It's just me.
to me he's just okay. I just don't like who's cast as Batman.
Yeah.
Like I
Well,
said, you haven't seen him yet until you watch the second season, but you'll see what I'm talking about.
yeah. I guess I have to watch it. I get behind on shows. YouTube's becoming a full time job, man. So I get
Oh
behind on
yeah, I
all my
bet you
shit.
get all them videos. I haven't been to the LCS in 2 weeks.
Well, I just
So
found one that I could go to that they don't have a lot of they don't pick up a lot of new titles though. That's the problem. They got tons of back issues and tons of dollar books. But
yeah, I
some
seen
books,
you crawling around. I seen you crawling around on the floor complaining.
it
That was
hardly
one of the
came.
funniest. I was laughing more about you being on the floor complaining about having to get out of it. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking, just pick the box up and put it on
well,
top of.
here's the deal with that. The boxes are so beat up, man. I was afraid that they'd be so heavy if I tried to grab those handles and pick them up, they would just tear and I'd drop the books all over the place. But last time I went last week, and I finally asked him. I said, I said, would you mind if I tried to pull those boxes out and set them up on the on something to look through them? I said, I'm old. I said, it hurts to get down there, and I can't get back up. She just laughed. She said, sure. And the handles they're in better shape than I thought, so I was able to pull them up and flip through. And I got a bunch of dollar bin books that I'm gonna show on Boo and I's next dollar bin find video or episode that we're gonna do. So I was stoked about that. I remember.
I'm
And a
gonna play
couple
with
of
some of these buttons right here so I can figure out what they do.
oh,
This is
I
a
picked,
shears.
I did manage to, much as I hated to, I did manage to go to Douche Canoe Comics. Tried him one more time, and he's ticked me off again. So I probably won't ever go back there. But I got 3 comics that I want to start on, or that I want to start picking up. I don't know if this other place, it's a vintage stock, is where I've been going. I don't know if they have those there where you're at, but it's kind of a music, video game, um, movie, and a
No,
few comic store.
no, the places I go to, they're just pretty much all comic or uh, magic, like the card game, board game things, stuff like that.
Yeah. I
They
got
don't do anything with movies or whatever. One of the other ones is a lot of comics and then a whole bunch of sports. They kind of like
uh,
split it in half because it's two brothers that own it, and one
yeah.
is a big time comic book nerd guy, and the other brother is a big time sports nut.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you can get in there, and they have so much sports memorabilia and sports figures, and they'll have baseball bats signed by real big time names and football helmets signed by big players. They have this
Yeah.
big glass thing of I guess like expensive rookie cards. If anybody's still into that, I don't know. The
Oh
whole
yeah, cards, sports cards are still a big deal. It's just not not for me. I tried to get into them one time, and I still have a Shaquille O'Neal rookie card over here around here somewhere. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get that. But the thing about sports cards is that not all the rookie cards are worth money. Because that one I got, that Shaquille O'Neal rookie card, I apparently found the only Shaquille O'Neal rookie card that isn't worth shit.
it all depends on. They don't really tell you. All depends on which ones you get. Because like
Yeah,
way back in the day, I had some rookie cards from about the 80s and 90s of some like big time play that ended up being Hall of Famers. But just like with collectibles and comics in the 90s,
yeah,
everything was in excess. It was like, hey,
yeah.
I got this rookie card here, but
I think I got the
they only made 25 billion of them, so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no
I think
value
I
to
got
it.
the Flair Ultra Shaquille O'Neal rookie card or something,
Yeah, it's
and I
they
think
don't,
it's worth $8 last I
they
looked.
don't like those baseball cards. If you go back and you got like Ty Cobb rookies and those type of people, because
Yeah,
nobody
nobody
yeah, I
collects
mean
them.
it's like going out there and getting an ASM number, or AF-15 or something like that, because how many's really in exist? Or Action Comics one,
Yeah, they
there's
rolled
no,
them up and stuck them in their back pocket, and
yeah.
yeah,
By
put
the
the
time
cards in
the
the spokes of their wheels on their bike, and
by the
yeah,
time by the time the 90s came around, because myself and Jimbo Fett, we fell into it with Star Wars action figures. We thought if we had 300 or 400 unopened Star Wars action figures, I was never going to have to work again. Shit, that never was the case.
well, the original ones, they they're worth some money if
Yeah,
they're
because
unopened.
everybody opened them up.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but by the
Oh, the
time the
originals.
90s, by the time
Yeah,
the
yeah,
90s
okay.
and
Yeah, the
rolled
second wave.
around, yeah, when we were kids, I had all that stuff from the 70s as well. But
Oh yeah,
that damn thing was opening up probably before the car started leaving the parking lot.
yeah, no
You
doubt.
know?
Yeah, I was the same way. And when we had that and the Mego superheroes,
Mm-hmm.
I had every single one of the Mego figures. I didn't even know who they were, but it was a superhero and it was a Mego figure. I had to have it. So I mean, I had some of the off the wall stuff that just commands crazy prices now.
Nowadays, if you get those Migos and they're still in the package,
Yeah,
I use those can go for quite a bit. One of my favorite. I don't
yeah,
know. Tell me if you ever watched this show. I was so pissed when this show got canceled. I used to watch it like it was a religion on AMC. I love the show Comic Book Men.
yeah. With Kevin Smith.
The Kevin Smith show, those guys that run the store, Comic Book Men. I
Yeah,
love that damn show. And one day it
yeah.
was just gone.
There was another show that they I don't remember. I think it was. I don't remember what network it aired on, but it was Toy Hunter. You ever watch Toy Hunter?
Nope, I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah, he used to go around and and look for vintage toys and stuff. Man, it was really cool. So
I
he
do
got into a
like
lot of.
the I do like that Netflix thing. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called The Toys That Made Us or something.
I heard of it. I hadn't watched it though.
Man, those are really good.
Yeah,
Those really kind of goes back and tell some stories of, man, I don't know. It's only got one. We are coming on with somebody else must be busy doing something. I
yeah.
don't
I
know.
was just. Jimbo said he had the. He had the. Who'd you say you had, Jimbo? What did he say? I forgot. Um, Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck Ricky.
Yeah, I remember
But
having that. Man, thought that was
oh
gonna be. Remember, thought that was gonna be something. I don't know. I don't know if you probably get $20 for that thing now.
Hey, which Asian guy did y'all meet? He's talking about.
Oh, when we went to C2E2 last year, and
Yeah.
if you watched that Kevin Smith show, there was that little Asian guy in there called Ming.
Okay. Oh,
Ming was
okay.
at C2E2, and we went up to see the great artist Neil Adams.
Oh, yeah.
And as we walked in to see Neil Adams, all of a sudden I kind of turn around and there's Ming from Comic Book Man just kind of standing right there. That is one of the when they used to pick on him about height,
Yeah.
and I used to be like, oh, I wonder if they're just, why they're picking on him. That is one of the shortest full grown dudes I have seen. He could have been more than like 5 foot tall. He was little.
That's
But he was
funny.
really cool. He took a picture and everything, shook hands. So he was an extremely nice guy.
Yeah. Hey, Jimbo, know anything about this book? I run across this at Douche Canoe Comics. It's Super Sons Dynamut.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera crossover.
Yeah,
I
they
stumbled
did
on it
those.
too.
Yeah,
Didn't
they
even
did
know.
those because they were doing a lot of those. Like they actually had a Joker and Daffy Duck crossover. I got
Yeah.
one. I got one. I actually got the Nightwing. If I could get to it, I'd show it to you. But they did a crossover of Nightwing and I think it's like Magilla Gorilla or something like
Oh,
that.
Magilla Gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from all these
Magilla Gorilla.
Every Hanna Barbera character kind of got crossed over with, and they just did these one shot stories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I had to get it. Dynamut. But
wasn't
I
it?
picked up 3 books at Douche Canoe Comics. And then, are you reading these? The Marvels?
No, but are those the ones that just came out?
Yeah, I'm trying to have the cameras backwards on this. But man, the original, I picked up the originals. I don't know if you saw that video or not. Picked
I
up the
did.
original Marvels, man. That was such a cool book. So I'm hoping that this little revamp here is pretty good too.
I think the whole things are done by Alex Ross.
Well, that's what the Marvel's X is not, but and I don't think this is either. Now that I've got it home, because I don't look like Alex Ross's work. I think he's just doing the covers on them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, looks like he's just doing the covers for him. But
So
still, I'm gonna read it, check it out.
when did you get all that stuff put up behind you right there?
I did that over the weekend. I'm wondering how long before they start dropping off the wall again. But
I
yeah, I
see.
try to put up a little bit of background in my
Yeah,
shit. Got
yeah.
my original artist wall over there with all my squatchy prints and my Comic
Well,
Cat
look at you
84.
busted into the pops ranks over here.
Oh God, and I was talking to one of the local police department guys here that I'm friends with, and I was asking him about the Christmas when they do a shop with a cop thing, and they take some of the underprivileged kids around and buy them stuff, you know, give them a spending
Right.
limit, buy them some stuff, and asked him if they took donations. I said, I got a bunch of Valiant comics and some Funko Pops that I probably willing to donate. As I don't even collect these things, I kind of doing it for content, and the last ones I got, man, what am I gonna do with this? I mean, it looks like they just jumped up and down, and stomped on it,
What the hell did that come out of?
Well, he said some boxes may be damaged, but
That's a little more than damaged.
that's like I was like, at least I could take them out of the box and not feel bad about it. So, but
I
yeah,
can't
like this.
stop. I can't stop looking at that #1 Wolverine. I mean, the Wolverine limited. What the man? That
This
bake was that AOK from Bake. Good God, man!
that wasn't from Bake. That was from Baker's Comics. He's got an Instagram. He's got an Instagram, but he doesn't have a YouTube channel.
I thought Bake the Snakes had those.
No. Baker's Comics. Um, I had another one that came out of a Comic Head 84's box. So I've got two of those now.
Man, shit. I was looking at that. I'm like, that's
Yeah, he sent some fire books, man, to me for just, I don't even know why, but I mean, like the Stabbity Bunny. I've been wanting to read that.
I
But
got one of those.
have you read it yet?
No, I haven't read it, but I do have one.
And this thing is insane. I can't even find this thing, this Undiscovered Country Virgin variant cover. I can't hardly
No,
find it on eBay.
I don't have that cover, but I can tell you the story is great.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Because I have read all the way up to issue 4. Well, basically, I've read all of them that's come out so far on that.
Yeah, but this is some kind of unknown comics virgin variant, and I found it, but the only thing I could find it was graded, but they only made 250 copies of this.
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd never even seen that before.
I hadn't either, and then I found out one. Uh, he I got this. Oh shoot, I can't remember. I got this out of I can't even remember his name now. Who Dat told me, but that Who Dat box I, I finally got a hold of him and got the name of that chick. I haven't. Oh, wait, I didn't know. Oops, I haven't posted the Who Dat box yet. That's coming Monday.
Okay, spoiler.
Spoiler alert. I Yeah, I thought I've lost track, man. I sometimes I lose track of what I've posted and what I haven't.
Like I said,
So
I've been over a week since.
wait till you see what I got out of that Who Dat box. Holy shit! Damn, dude.
Well, he gets a lot of
I
stuff, anyways.
I know it, but he uh he hooked the brother up, man. Um, he got me some good books, man, and then I hope I don't get them all mixed in because that would suck. If I lose track of which books are which. I guess I already filmed it, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, he sent me some bangers, man, some big bangers, and one really big one that for the life of me I can't remember which one it was.
So what was he charging for a box?
Man, why you gotta bust me out like that?
Oh, if you don't remember, it's fine. I forgot. You normally put that in the video.
Yeah, one bill. I got my money's worth. That's all I can say.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it was a big boy box.
Oh, I'm sure you did. But he gets. I watch a lot of his stuff. He gets a lot of big boy books. So
Yeah, it was definitely a big boy box. He hooked me up. Like I said, I did I got more than double my money back out of it, and
I think
I got
isn't he
one of them was
somebody? Isn't who that? He's someone who's trying to get one of those Ninja Turtle #1s, I believe.
he may be.
Because I know, I think there's him and another one. They want a first. They're trying to get one of them first prints, issue 1 of Turtles, and no way you're gonna do something like that is you're gonna have to part with some stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know, boy who had a boy who had 7. You ever watch
Yeah.
any of his stuff? Man,
Yeah, he trolls my comment section all the time too. Or no, that's not him. That's No, I watched the boy who has seven too. John, he's a good dude. You said that, and my brain went to Joey Bag of Sevens.
Okay.
But yeah, he Bag of Sevens is always trolling me in my comments, man. So, but yeah, but yeah, I watched John. Uh, he's pretty good dude. Or wait, now see, now I'm getting confused. I'm getting my channels confused. Boy who had seven. Yeah, I know. I watch his stuff, but I can't remember. I got his first name wrong. I'm
He
old. I'm
he
fucking old, man.
he recently had one about showing that he got a Hawk #1 and all kinds of other big books that he had by selling off a bunch of stuff and cutting back what he was getting, and it's a pretty good
Yeah,
video.
yeah, it's cool. Well, like I said, Monday I'm gonna post the Who Dat box that I unboxed. Man, it's a good one. So finally, I've hit a bunch of turds, man. This guy, he's a. I'm gonna lose a subscriber. he's been hitting me up on He's been hitting me up on eBay. Hey, when are you gonna post my mystery box that you bought? When are you gonna post that video? And I'm sitting there going, dude, you really don't want me to. It was bad, dude. It was a bad one. I haven't posted it yet, but you'll see. It wasn't good. Yeah.
I I am in the process, and since you've done some, you know you're gonna know that it is not easy to put 20 boxes together. Um,
No,
I'm currently in the process of trying to make sure everything is right to put together. Let me know what you think of this title. Put together what's going to be called the Thunder Box.
well, yeah, there was nothing else it could be called. Come on.
Okay, so if you got something called the Thunder Box,
Yeah,
how do you not have? I mean, you got to make sure there's something in there that's, it's got to hold its value.
yeah. Well,
And
you seen who won my grand prize, didn't you?
I didn't see a who
Bears Rockin' Comics in the UK.
Bears. Okay,
Yeah, he
okay,
pulled
Bear
it. I was
winner.
like, man. And the sad thing about it is he'd been hitting me up, and he gets turned down every time he wants to buy somebody's mystery box, or he wants to participate in their subscriber contests, and they say I can't ship to the UK and all this. And I felt bad for him, because he kept getting shot down, and he's one of the biggest supporters of this community. So I said, you know what, screw it. I said, you know what, Rory. I said, you just pay me the $40 for the box, and I'll take care of your shipping for you. I said, this one's on me. Is my way to say thank you, and he gets the damn grand
He
prize.
gets the damn grand prize.
And it was in box number one of all boxes. What I did, I even film. I filmed it as I boxed them all up, put them all in their bubble mailers, and then I mixed them up. And then on the video, I was numbering them. I said, everybody claim your number, and he just was like, he got in there later, and he's like, hey, I'll take number one, and I'm
Right.
damned. That was the one that had
That's
the grand
awesome.
prize.
Know that he finally gets one. I do. I see a lot of stuff when people are doing their giveaway that they're selling, and like
Yeah,
I tune into a lot of the people's auctions when they do these auctions. Like if economics does them, and even
yeah.
just a lot of the people they always put on there that they don't like to ship overseas. So
Well, and it's understandable because it cost me about $40 almost to send him that box. So I basically broke even on the box. He gave me 40, and I spent it to ship his box. So I mean, so he basically got it for shipping, and I sent him another little AOK because I wanted to. I felt bad because I don't like to ship overseas, not because I'm cheap and I don't want to work with it or lazy or anything like that. It's because when you put together a mystery box, and you'll find out, and you try to get to a certain value so that people get their money's worth. If they're going to spend $40, $50, I tried to get them anywhere, in the 65 to $70 range, to give them some value for their money. And
Right.
so I thought, if these got to pay, $80 to get a box after it's shipped, then they're not going to get their value out of it. They're going to lose money on it. And I didn't want anybody to lose money. So I thought, to make it up to him, so he didn't feel like you know, he didn't get very good books or whatever, I sent him an A-OK too. And he gets the grand prize, and he made out like a bandit, man. But I was happy to do it for him, man. Like I said, he's in every one of my videos. He comments on every single one of my videos. He's always in the chats. He's always supporting the community. So, good on him. I'm glad he made out good for once.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm going to put something together. I want to make sure the price of the box that I have, um, that um, people's going to get greater than what you paid.
Yeah.
You know, it's can I always say that it's going to be double what you paid or something like that. But if you
No,
run them through, whenever if you was to run the box that I'm trying to do, and like I said, I'm in the early stages of just even trying to put them together, because before I'm going to do anything, I'll be transparent with anybody who watches this in the rerun, because not much out there watching us right now, but um, I'm looking right through. If you get them and somebody wants to run them through the eBay ringer, as we call it, I can let you know before I'm even putting it in there. I'm running it through the eBay ringer.
that's what I did with every box.
I'm
I got
looking
bid.
at it.
I got bid a couple of times, because I think, when I ran them through the eBay ringer, and then by the time they got mailed out, then so a couple of them went down in value, a couple bucks, but nothing. They still got more than what they paid for
Right.
sure. But I
I,
haven't seen hardly any videos of anybody unboxing them. Even Wink ain't unboxed his yet. He's supposed to be my friend. I don't know what he's waiting on. What the hell?
yeah, what's his problem?
I don't
He's,
know, but he put me on the back burner or something. I was like, dang, maybe he didn't like it.
I was like,
But
maybe.
I like I said, taste is subjective, but what people are paying for the books isn't. So that's why they may not like the books I sent you, but if you look them up on eBay, you'll find that I gave everybody the value that I promised. But and
I,
like I said, I get X-Men books all the time. I don't like X-Men that much, so might be worth $100, but it's just I don't like X-Men. So, but I think I gave out some pretty good values. One of them, um, got a slab comic. I think it was uh, oh shoot, I can't remember who got the slab. Collect what? That's it. He got the slab. So everybody that I've seen or talked to that's unboxed them has been happy so far.
I haven't seen a lot of videos though.
Yeah, it's collect what, bear, and warlord. Those are the only three videos I've seen anybody post. I'm like, where's everybody at? And I know Wink's gonna post one.
It was like I said. Also with mine, I'm trying to. If there's, if I have a complete set of something, if it was a 4 issue or 6 issue or 7 issue miniseries,
Yeah,
um, I don't send out just like a one of something. If there's a run and I got the whole thing, you're gonna get the whole miniseries. That's
yeah,
how I, because there's nothing worse than going, oh man, I got issues 2 and 3, but what happened in one or what happened in this one, and
you
so
seen that? You seen that Black Capes comics or video I posted? They sent me Star Wars, or Darth Vader something or other #1. 3, 4, and 5, and then some oddball other Star Wars. I got 5 Star Wars books, and then
I
they skipped
was
number 2. I was like, at least
I
if you're gonna
was
give me
laughing
dollar
at
books,
that when I have to because and my wife who does not read or collect or anything comics or
yeah.
anything like that. She had to sit there. She says, so she's like, Stevie didn't get his money in that one, did he? I'm like, no, no. I'm like he did it. I'm like these are not the good Star Wars books. I'm like,
Oh, I mean, oh man, I mean,
but even she knew.
I mean, I like their variant covers that they get. Their store exclusives. They get some really fire covers, man. And that Stranger Things cover, I liked it. It wasn't very valuable, and I saw somebody got snagged one for $1 in an auction on eBay, and I'm like, well, and I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, okay, that was probably a fluke, but but it sells for their on their website for ten
Well, look
dollars.
who we got here.
What's up,
What's
Bueller?
up, Bueller? Our Lord. Our he's like our overseer of this stuff. Welcome to our chat.
The godfather of the comic
Pretty
book
much, he's like
community.
the one that we could all strive to be like.
I don't know about that. Come on. Yeah.
Oh,
Nobody's like Bueller. But
I think we can try.
nah.
We're
That's just
doing
me,
pretty.
man.
I'm doing pretty good this Saturday. Thank you, Bueller.
But we
Now
was just talking
there's
about
somebody's videos that I think I watch every single one because he's one of the first ones that got me even turned on to YouTube. I think the first video I ever watched was a Bueller video, and I'm like,
it was one of the first I checked out too.
I'm
Him
like,
and
this is
Franchise Kicks. Franchise Kicks is kind of wearing thin on me a little bit though.
yeah. Clint, the ones I like that Clint does is when he takes the franchise wife and he records themselves at the conventions.
Oh yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
watch any of those?
Yeah, I watch a lot of his stuff but he's
Hey, what's up, Edge?
what's up, man? But I watch a lot of his stuff, but I don't know, he comes across as faking some of his knowledge, like he knows more than he really does. Like he opened that Vantage box. Did you see him open his comic Vantage box? And
Yeah,
he pulled that GI Joe remark out of it and had no clue what it was.
he
He was like,
didn't. I'm
"Oh,
like,
it's about a
and
$3 book. It ain't worth nothing."
I'm thinking, that's a GI Joe remark.
I kept trying to message you. I'll give you $20 for it right now. And he
Yeah,
said it's worth about $20 maybe. And I said, I'll give you $20 for it right now. And he would never reply back. And then it started a bidding war in the comment section. I think he knows now. But
yeah.
I think he just kind of dabbles into a little bit of everything. Funko Pops, he knows those things upside down, inside out.
He does.
I think he's kind of just dabbling in the comic book thing, but it's cool.
He does. And
Uh,
he gets them mostly to try to resell, and that's fine.
oh yeah, he's a flipper, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you want to do. I mean, we all do it at some point or another.
Yeah, I
I
do.
mean, there's a what do I do? There's a reason they. What did I do with it now? Oh yeah,
No,
there's a reason why I got 2 of these. you know, actually, reason is Foo. Me and Foo are pretty good friends, and he mentioned something about he didn't get one the Batman number 90s, and I
uh,
found 2. I found them at cover price
that's
for the
cool.
variant covers for like $5 a piece. So I got
My
an extra one.
LCS put a limit on those from the beginning. It was like
Yeah,
you're getting one and that's it. Pick a cover, cover A, cover B. They
yeah.
would not sell 2 to anybody. I'm like I've been buying you guys for the last 15 years. They're like, well, that's why you can pick a cover. We're like, we just don't have enough, and we gotta. They're like, we didn't even have enough to all of a sudden fill the demand. They're like, but you're gonna get some.
But that Riddler cover is sick. That's pretty cool.
It
I was
is.
stoked to get it. For
That's the one I got because that's some old funky cold Matina there.
that's right. That's right, baby. You know it. I couldn't believe it was $4.99 cover price. I was like, yeah, give me to them.
I
And
think that was the one that's already got a 40, 30,
yeah,
35, 45 price
yeah,
tag or whatever.
it's going insane. It'll drop down. I'm sure it'll come back down to, $5 again eventually. But
As soon as they kill Punchline,
you know what? I think I mentioned that in my video I posted today. I'm gonna go with on the punch. I'm gonna jumping on the Punchline bandwagon. I didn't pay $35-$40 for the damn book
no.
though. I ain't dumb, But because what it typically like happens, man, is they'll introduce a character, especially in Batman, and it won't, and it doesn't pan out, and then some other writer will come along and knock the cobwebs off of it and say, let's revamp this thing and do it, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden that book is through the roof again.
Because, it's not really the character that has those books at such a high price. It was the low
No,
print run and then the demand. As soon as
yeah,
nothing happens with the character, they're going to fall back right down.
oh, probably,
It was
yeah,
the low print run.
yeah, but if I can still snag them at cover price, I can get
Oh,
one,
yeah,
jump on it,
absolutely. Cover price.
just in case. You never know. But so yeah, like I said, I think it has the potential to be a cool character if somebody gets a hold of it and writes it and gets that ridiculous makeup off her face. I don't like the little red dots on her cheeks and stuff, and trying to make her look like another clown, little Harley Quinn. Funky cold
I like the
Latina, dude.
funky cold Bettina.
Yeah.
I hope to see him someday. Every Kappa Con, when I see the artist is going to be there, that's a guy I never see his name. I never see him as going to be an artist role like a lot of other people. I wonder if he even does conventions.
I don't know. I live out in the sticks, man. They're in a convention for 200 miles from me
Or
anywhere.
shit, right now we're not going to say the word because I don't know, some YouTubers are not even saying it, but I think it doesn't matter to me. I'm not making money off this shit. I think only if you're monetized or something, you're not supposed to be able to say the CV word. But
Oh, if I ever contract that, I'm gonna meet a girl with Lyme disease, and we're gonna party, baby.
there you go.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, Wheeler's he's located in Europe somewhere. If
Oh,
he's over in Europe, let's hope he doesn't have the CV.
yeah. Well, I don't even get started. That's all. I work customer service, man. That's all I've heard for the last week. I'm just sick of hearing about it. But
Me too. Hey, this afternoon I went driving around. I went a few places, and it was a Saturday. Normally I have to fight through traffic on the interstate or whatever. There wasn't a whole lot of cars. I'm like, well, shit, you mean less people? Well, okay. If all
yeah,
you want to stay home, that clears the road for me. I'm happy.
the only thing I'm mad about is I got one freaking roll of toilet paper left. One. You people are assholes.
Oh, you might want to go. You might want to go get a little more toilet paper because
That's just it. There ain't any.
there's no. We're
Can't
okay.
find it.
I can mail
Walmart
you.
shelves completely barren.
I
They're
can actually
rationing.
mail you a couple. I think I got about 32 rolls. So
Yeah, I think they're going on Amazon for like $60 for 6 rolls now. They're gouging people
might,
for it.
I might be able to
Crazy.
sell some there. The only reason that we had that is because we don't really stock up. It was just we had ours. We normally buy like one of them 24 packs anyways because the wife and I
Yeah.
buy a big one, stick it in there, and be like, well, there you go. We ain't got to buy it for the next 2 months.
Well,
And, but then that family has been staying here, and they brought some stuff, so they brought some of their things, and all of a sudden we're got a
I'm
whole bunch of it.
Man, one night of Mexican food at the Thunder God house, and it'll take out half them 24-year-olds.
Ew. I don't know about that. I try to stay away from that stuff.
But no, I mean, so I mean, you've been watching. Have you watched that Harley Quinn animated series?
I did
Oh,
not watch all of it, but
I did.
I
Sam would
believe
say use DC books. No, I have a whole stack of Valiant books that I got as an AOK from Camp Bell and the Mr. Fuminati. So if I get desperate, man, page one, we're going for it. Screw that.
we we could tell we could tell old Sam that I have a couple of old issues of Spider Man.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, he did what?
He watched that
Oh
whole
yeah,
show.
you
I
liked
didn't
it, didn't
watch
Mo?
all of it. I didn't watch all of it. Like I told
Man,
you, I stopped a few episodes in when it got I don't know. It wasn't grabbing me. It seemed to be just like a whole bunch of hey, look, we can put violence and swearing and avoid the
yeah,
storyline and
it was
make
starting to
Damian
get.
Wayne look like a dipshit.
Yeah, well, actually, that was the only funny episode I watched. Was when she needed an arch nemesis, and she got stuck with Robin. That was pretty funny. I, but that was the one episode I watched that I laughed and thought it was funny. But the rest of it, you're right. I think it's just gratuitous. I mean, I no, Lord knows I've said my swear or my share of swear words, but it's just over the top sometimes. It's like they're just trying to push the point home that they're adult content now.
It didn't seem like
And
they were forcing it in there. They would put a curse word in where it didn't really need to be a curse word.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just like, man, make a good story. Screw the curse words. Nobody needs. We don't need to hear. We get it. You're an adult. Adult content. All right, cool.
Well, they
Let's
gave
move
us
on.
one really good show and then canceled it after one season. That
Which one was
Swamp
that?
Thing. Swamp Thing was amazing.
Oh, I don't. I didn't even get to watch it. I didn't watch it yet. I watched part of the first episode and I kind of fell asleep, and then I just kind of it went out of my memory, and I never went
Swamp
back.
Swampy starts out a little bit slower, man, and when it gets going and tells the story, it's incredible.
Yeah. Well,
That
I
one and
still
Doom that one and Doom Patrol. If you haven't watched Doom Patrol is one of the most different shows I've ever seen. I love that show.
that one I want to check out. I'm kind of excited about checking that one out. I'm so far behind. Like I said, man, I haven't turned my TV on in months. Seriously, man,
Yeah.
I've been streaming uh, on YouTube. I got an app that streams all those movies and stuff for free, so you know I don't have to pay for Netflix or any of that crap. Or is
Well, we had a few people here. One of the questions I was going to ask Steve for a little bit of topic. Like I said, I don't know. I think I screwed up this whole thing. By the way, I think I was supposed to go on another. I don't know. But anyways, one of the
we're
topics I
here.
want to ask you: what did you think of prices of comics nowadays compared to when you
The
bought them?
prices,
It's compared to when we used to buy them back in the day for about $1.25, and now everything's either going to get you for $4 or $5. Do you think? Do you think that the quality of everything actually warrants that much of a higher price?
well, when you really look at it, back then the artists actually drew that shit. Now it's digital. They go on the computer, so it seems like there's actually less work going into it to mass produce them than it was back in the day, and they're charging more now than they were back in the day. So it seems like it's. But then again, you look at it; those comics that they put all this blood, sweat, and tears into to create are worth a lot more than these new ones today. But I it depends, man. That's why when I collected in the '90s, I would drop $100 a week in the comic book store easily because I was trying to keep up with all the storylines. I had hey, I didn't give two shits about Booster Gold, but I had to buy a Booster Gold comic book because I wanted to read the Batman story they were telling in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but nowadays you could drop a bill in the comic book store and walk out of there with 15 bucks at the
Yeah.
most. And if it's a good storyline, I don't mind paying for it. But that's why my collecting is shifted from hey, put all the Batman books in my box, put all the Spider-Man books in my box. It's shifted towards hey, I want to read that story, and so I'm going to get that all them books in that story because people can't afford to. We can't afford the crossovers like that at $5 a pop anymore.
I don't get that many of them either, and I'm just gonna flat out say no, especially with the paper that I think Marvel's currently having. I don't know. I make sure my hands are kept clean and no grease on my fingers. And the
Yeah,
other day, all I did was pick up a book, start to turn it over, and when I looked at the back of it, some of the coloring came off from a damn thumbprint.
no, no way.
And like with the money, to me, and it's not the first time it's happened with some of the stuff that Marvel's got on there. That I
No,
think they're using these independents are using better paper and inks than what Marvel is.
oh
And,
yeah, I don't doubt
and
that.
if Marvel can't, if you're going to put out shitty paper that leaves fingerprints, drop the price of the book. Because, like you
Yeah,
said, I used to go in $20, leave with 15, 20 books,
yeah,
give or take. Now I'm going in $20, I get to leave with 5 books. I'm like, that's it.
yeah, yeah. It's yeah. $20 don't get you anywhere. It doesn't even get you. Doesn't even get you a trade anymore half the time. But yeah, I mean, I I think the artwork that they put on them is still amazing. Um, and a lot of sometimes I buy a book just because the cover is just amazing to look at, and I don't mind. I don't mind paying for it sometimes. But yeah, I agree with you. I think the quality of the materials has probably gotten worse, and the price is going up. But I don't know if I don't know how much it costs to. I mean, I know to put a comic book together. You know, I don't know
And
what their profit margin is.
I really don't think DC needs to do an extra dollar for card stock.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't lose money if they didn't.
I was heard it was something about in order to they have to pay they're getting it to pay the artist. I don't
Yeah.
I'm not I
Well,
don't
that
I'm
there
not
you go. That's what's driving up. There's what drives up your comic book prices is the artist. It costs more to hire the artist. They want more money. You got to pay more money to get it. Um, but so when you got to pay more money on this end, then you have to cut costs somewhere else to make up for it. Otherwise, you end up getting comic books and they're charging $8, $9 for. So
and
I don't know.
I do notice a lot of times they put the better artwork is on the cover, and then when you
Yeah.
start to flip on the inside,
Oh yeah.
that
Yeah.
that artwork does not look as good at all.
Prime example.
I mean,
Throw some badass Alex Ross on the front and open it up and then there's I mean, it's not terrible artwork, but it's not Alex Ross. It's not as good as the first one. What's up, man, Mike?
well, Mike, thanks for joining us.
But
Yeah,
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 I agree.
they use that cover as almost just like a way to kind of get you into the.
Oh, that's the bait. Yeah, that's the
You
bait,
know,
man. It's always been that way.
I think back in
That's nothing new.
'70s or '80s, like I said, when I first was starting to buy them, the normally whoever did the inside almost always did that cover. You know,
Yeah,
so you knew
yeah,
you were going to get. And I don't. People love these new covers, but or these artists like you said that are using all the machines. You know, digital. But come on, does anything really beat a classic like George Perez hand cover?
yeah.
You
You
know,
know, there you go. That's that. That's what it went. I mean, that old Iron Man. That's that's a classic cover, man. That you compare it to, the covers of today, and I mean, it's you can just tell which one was done by an artist and which one was done by a machine, a
yeah.
computer. But like I said,
Let's go and see White. Thanks for joining us.
they're going to go up. They're going to keep going up. Artists are going to charge more. You got artists, pencilers, inkers, writers, and a whole staff of people to pay to make that one comic book. And as long as their prices go up, our prices are going to go up. And to keep it from going astronomical, you got to cut the prices somewhere. I mean, you're going to have to cut costs somewhere. And unfortunately, they may cut it on paper quality.
I mean,
No, but
I love old Silver Age and Bronze Age covers where you could tell it was still done by hand and
oh yeah,
uh,
you
you
get
know,
some old Kirby art, man.
yeah, I guess some of that and all a lot of different classic uh, Thor issues that I got is some Daredevil and um, just a lot of different ones. You could tell when it's hand drawn.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
get
There's nothing like it. Nothing like the old good old with pencilers, inkers, and colors, and
the old
the
like I
when
said,
the one with the one artist that just did it all, man.
yeah, those are the ones I like. There's so much. I'm trying to remember the the guy who used to do a lot of that with the Thor. I don't know why I can't remember his name now, but he did a lot of all that hand drawn stuff. It was
I mean,
really good.
modern or back in the day,
No, back in the day.
a lot of them did. I think
Well,
Kurt.
Simonson.
Oh yeah,
Simonson.
uh,
Simonson did a lot of great stuff.
Kirby. He did his own shit. And,
Oh yeah, Jack.
hell,
Anything Kirby did, Ditko
Ditko. Yeah,
when he was doing Spider Man to go way back there to get some uh I think it was Walt Simonson. That's what I was trying to think of right there. He
yeah,
did a lot of the old Thor stuff. He would do the cover, the inside art, and tell the story. He did
yeah.
all of it.
All of it. That's why there's such a. I think that's why there's such a. You're seeing such a growth in the indie comics, man. I think
Um,
when when you're already established like Marvel and DC and even the Image to a point now, Image is just spitting out new shit every other day.
yeah.
They're just mass producing the stuff. But you get big like that, and you don't have to try anymore. It's like McDonald's, they're so big that everybody goes to McDonald's and they have to put out good food anymore. You're going to end up there. So the same DC and Marvel is the same way. Everybody's going to buy them. They don't have to put out. But these indies, they're trying to get people's attention and stuff, so they put out better, I think, better content, better artwork, all that.
Do you remember
Uh,
those times? I
yeah,
remember those
no,
days. A 60
Mad
cent
Mike,
issue.
yeah, Mad Mike, man. I ain't gonna tell you that I remember. 60 cents, man. I could buy a comic book store for 60 cents. Who you talking about? And walk back and forth both ways in the snow uphill.
I I think right around our high school time, I think it's when it started going from 75 cents to $1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
stories were just as good. The artwork still drew you in.
Yeah.
That's why I just don't understand $4 or $5 an issue.
Yeah.
Because $4 or $5 an issue, to me, I think that's deterring a younger generation from getting up there. And I've heard about some shops don't want stores to have. They got mad. Some like LCS, they get angry when like local convenience shop. Well, you do a convenience type thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, what you might like to have, like maybe a little old classic spinner rack in there. Just put some books in there.
Yeah, I tried. They
LCS,
ain't having it.
LCSs think, oh, we don't want that to deter from our shoppers. Well, that's not going to. If anything else, if you go to somewhere and the more exposure to me, the better. You get the book at the local quickie mart,
Yeah.
and then you want more. Maybe you want more issues of this. You might not find that same one. So all of a sudden now you're checking around. Well, where can I get this back issue? Where can I get the follow up issue?
Yeah.
To me, if they would put these little spinner racks back in the convenience stores, or even put them in the Walmarts or the Kroger's or whatever type of, I don't know what type of stores you
They
guys
got
have
them in
down there,
Walmart's.
Piggly Wiggly or something. I don't know if you got any of those or.
They still carry comics at Walmart occasionally, or some of them. They don't in my area, but I've got it. I mean, Walmart has exclusive covers that
But
you can
they do
buy.
only do just those jumbo books, right?
Now there's some of them that actually carry regular cover or regular books too. But yeah, they like that. Walmart, Walmart has to. We wanted ours. We wanted it to be ours, so they have to do those 80-page giant coloring book looking books they
I,
like to put out.
I don't have any of those. I've never bought them.
I think I had one somewhere. I don't remember where it's at, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think a lot of the magazines. You used to have a magazine rack in every convenience store in town, and you can't. They don't even carry magazines anymore. And I don't know if it's a publisher's decision or if it's convenience store's decision. I asked my manager. I said, "Why don't you let me put some of my comic books out here to sell?" Nope, can't do it. But yeah. So I don't know. Who really
This
knows why?
this one of my favorite comments so far from Mike. The
Yeah,
spinner rack comics were the day. I loved them.
yeah,
I
yeah,
loved them. Walking into whatever type of store, I had a 7-Eleven or whatever store in every damn little corner, and I just go in there, and we used to just buy this book or that book, and maybe I didn't have a run going, but I'd have two or three Spider-Man here, some Batman there, a Green Lantern there, because I
yeah,
walked into the local 7-Eleven and was like, "Oh, I want that one and that one," and you know,
yeah, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, it was nice back in the day. That's why when the back in the day, that's why the comic books, those newsstand versions are from back then are all always usually pretty beat up,
I think
about
Diamond
50
may have
million
something.
hands.
It won't surprise me if Diamond has something to do with this too, of where they're
Oh,
distributing. Because I actually seen a news article the other day about, is Diamond a monopoly?
yeah. Well, kind of.
They're the only one that does it, really, aren't they? As far as major titles,
It's the only one I can think of. And so yeah, they're if they're not a monopoly, they're pretty damn close. 100 Secret Wars on Spinner X.
Spinnerax is what got me into comics as a kid. That's
I
why I said
don't.
I think if they did it more, if they did
Well,
it,
I
it
was
would
in.
actually get people to go into LCSs, not deter people from LCSs.
Well, I started when I didn't start. I was an adult when I started collecting. I was in my 20s, you know, and so and it all started with a lot of other people started with the death of Superman, got everybody off their chairs and in the comic book shops for a long time. And
Mm.
man, my local comic book shop back then saw me coming 100 miles away. They sold me everything. They was hold. Oh, you got to have this one. Look at this. It's got a foil cover. You got to have it. And they sold me on every damn thing. I was like a kid in a candy store at first till I realized that they were taking me for a ride, and then it took me a couple $100 to get there, but I finally realized they were taking me for a ride. But yeah, so I never really got to, by the time I got to collecting, the spinner racks were all but gone anyway. So
I still remember that day I walked into one of the 7-Elevens. I was still, hell, I was an older teen at that time. I may have been driving, so I'm 16, 17. I don't even know. But
well,
I was trying to find, going into different 7-Elevens, and I would be like, hey, where's the little comic spinner that used to be in front of the window? They're like, oh, we don't do it anymore. I'm like, what do you mean you don't do it anymore? And then all of a sudden I had to find this local comic shop that was way on the other side of town. I'm like, I don't
yeah,
want to go way on the other side of town.
yeah,
You know, it's like I just kind of come around the corner to my little convenience store, and I want to find a comic book.
I hear you, man. I hear you. No.
But yeah, I don't know. Anybody in the comments, like I said, seems like there's most of the people kind of agreeing with us that uh, they should bring comics back and make it more accessible to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I see DC doing a lot of dollar comics and stuff like that, but I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of torn on the whole price thing, and I mean, I don't mind paying for something if I enjoy it, you know, and I don't squawk about it too much. So, but yeah, I think they should do a better job with quality.
Yeah, like it just got me going the other day because I took it out and I only hold on to it for just a second. And I'm the type that I wash my hands and I make sure they're really dry before I even touch my books. And I pull that thing out and I have my thumb on the back of it for just for a few seconds, and I go to sit that thing down and I look it over, and all of a sudden there's a thumbprint on the back. I'm like, I just paid $4 for this book. How can my thumb? I mean, I shouldn't be leaving.
Yeah,
That stuff didn't even happen in the 80s.
no,
You
no, yeah,
But
that's kind of crazy. I've never had
Mar-
that happen to me.
Marvel's paper is getting bad. I don't know if anybody in the comics agree or whatever, but recently I've been noticing DC's hasn't gotten that bad yet, but Marvel, it's like they're like, you're going to buy this anyways, and some of their paperwork is the paper and the ink. It seems to be getting really cheap. This is my opinion. I've been
Yeah,
noticing a few of my Marvel books.
yeah,
I mean, like I said, you got Boom, who's coming out with good. They have quality stuff, and even IDW's got some decent stuff, and they're not. So I don't
man, you
know.
see, you ever check out some of those Kickstarters?
The
Uh, those
Kickstarters.
guys, those kicks. I mean, there's people, these upstarts that are trying to they raise money to put the comics out. Man, some of those
Oh
things are
yeah,
just fire.
yeah. I've
Man,
seen
that is.
some of those. Some of them I see on YouTube sometimes. Those people are.
I just sent Squatchy one that was Battle Fairy and the Yeti. I sent him an AOK. I found it on YouTube, and man, that's just the artwork in it was just nasty. It was so good, and that's what I love. Just those guys, they're working hard to put out quality stuff. Like I said,
Yeah,
that's why I
and
see
they're
a lot.
going to. I mean, like I said, not to go too much on the political side of things, but I do watch a lot of different YouTube channels. So I'm seeing where there seems to be a separation of ideals in comics nowadays. As far as you seem to get some artists doesn't seem to be as welcomed into the mainstream, so they have to do their own thing. Um, There's some like Van Sciver who has a channel and he does the Frog Book, and you know some of these
Yeah.
guys. There's
Yeah, I mean, there's a million talented artists, comic book artists out there. I mean, they can't all have jobs, but man, yeah, some of
yeah,
the,
what I'm saying is some of these guys have not getting to work for the wrong reason. They're
oh
extremely
yeah, yeah,
talented, and just because their ideas don't fall into
oh
the,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? The whole, like I said,
They
I'm not going to get too
not,
political
re,
talk, but
refuse to conform to company.
yes,
Yeah,
me,
yeah, I get you.
I'm more on the side of them. Like I watch a lot of. I don't know if you're familiar with some of these YouTubers, but I watch a lot of like Yellow Flash or Yellow Flash 2. He's got a YouTube channel.
I guess
Um,
I know him.
he has a lot of. He's funny with a lot of his stuff. Occasionally, I watch his stuff from it's called Your Boy Zach or something like that, and um, Comic Book Artist Pro.
Wow, there's comic book community members I'm not subbed to. How did that happen?
The
I
I
thought I
know
got everybody.
Comic Book Artist Pro is an actual channel that he used to be able to be a legendary artist, and he's worked at a lot of them. Have you ever heard of Ethan Van Sciver?
Yeah.
He's great. His artwork is phenomenal. And like you said, because essentially people was like, "Oh, we can't do that." There's just
Yeah.
some of them guys that they don't get, but his artwork is fantastic.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, this is-
there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them just in our little YouTube community. I mean, uh, uh, Squatchy, God, you see it. He's a great artist.
Mhm.
Um, even even though Kenny, Comedy Kid 84, man, he's
I'll say
starting to come
84
along
does some
here.
good work too. He made a really fire Wolverine for you.
Yeah, I got it right here on my comic book wall. Well, I'm not man. I ain't gonna rip it down. I showed it earlier, but
Yes.
but I end up damaging it because I can't reach it very good.
So like
But
me,
yeah, there's
I don't hide who I am from anybody. I can't remember what company you bought it from, but they sent you this amazing red hat not too long ago.
oh yeah, that was
And
mainstream. Yeah,
mainstream.
mainstream. Yeah, David over at Mainstream Comics.
I
Yeah,
love that
make.
red hat. And let's say that's who I don't hide it. That's who I'm a supporter of.
Oh,
And
I don't even like just for the. I don't care about the political side of it. It
but and
just
that's
says
it, me neither, because I'm a
yeah,
farther from a political kind of guy.
yeah.
I say can we just put all politics aside and let
I agree.
everybody just be cool. I mean, just what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
who cares? I know who cares who you like. Who cares what yeah, I'm with you. I
There's
you
some of
know
these people that they bash these books because it's too far left. It's like, yeah, but if it's telling a good story, just read it.
yeah. Yeah, and but at the same time, I don't want politics jammed down my throat in my comic books either or my shows. Don't don't make a storyline that we can all enjoy as comic book people, not as left and right, but just comic book people. Don't
Yep.
lean one way or another. Just make a good story, and that goes for both sides. I don't want to hear either
Yep.
side. I just want a good, clean storytelling
Yep.
without any agendas.
And yeah, Chin stuff. I seen him do personalized work. He's probably one of the best that I've seen out there. He did finally get some published work. I want to say it was for Source Point, and
Huh?
his name is it's Chin Potter.
Yeah,
He's one of the community artists. His artwork is phenomenal.
yeah. There's a lot of them, man.
His
I mean,
artwork is phenomenal. He's actually been on economics and comics shows
yeah,
and had some blank covers or whatnot. and he's been on the show and did some personalized. People would buy the book through the auction of economics and comics, and then Chin would just sit there and draw stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He is incredible.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's a like yeah, there's like I said, there's so many of them out there that don't get the recognition they deserve. There's so, but it's in every industry, man. There's so many talented people that don't get the recognition they deserve. Singers, uh, actors, and so and I don't know why. Why there's not room for everybody. If you're talented, you should be able to work, but
I agree. If you got the talent, put that person on a book. But there is, for whatever reasons out there nowadays, you'll see people with extreme talent and they're not on a book. And then I see some of these artists and I look at it and go, okay, that I don't know why they are on the book.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, there's the same in every industry in that too. But I've pulled up some here just recently some covers, pulled up the cover and I went, oh God, that's hideous.
Mhm.
How does this dude get a job? you know, but well, they're making money and we're making YouTube videos, so
So I guess everybody's happy. Everybody's happy about it, I guess. Oh, they're making more money than I am off from it. I'm not making anything off the YouTube videos. So
that's right. So yeah, so who's got the last laugh there? He said, "You might think I'm untalented, but by God, here I am." Tom King sitting at home counting his money while we on here talking about how bad he sucked at Batman.
he did.
yeah,
Well, I heard this new thing he started is not that bad, but I don't know. I'm not gonna. A couple of
well,
people that I don't like their writing, so I'm not gonna. At this point, if Bendis is writing something for DC, I can't stand what he did to Superman.
really,
It
I don't
it
mind Bendis.
well, I don't like some of his older stuff. I don't like what he's done to Superman.
Well, yeah. I mean, as far as you know,
He was the first one
there's
that
there are your must read writers, man. There's your Frank Millers. I mean, anything Frank Miller ever writes, I want to read it. It's going to be good, but there are very few artists like that out there anymore. Some of them are hit and miss. Not not everything they write's going to is going to be a masterpiece. Jung Kim, Super Annie on YouTube. Yeah.
I
I,
never
I
even knew that one.
I never heard of him either, and that's probably a crying shame. He should be.
I know I like
But
Inhook Lee. You got his couple of his most great pieces of work in that box you just got from Inhook Lee or Lee Inhook, where he did
Lee,
the when you open those, as soon as you open them, I was like, son of a bitch, somebody sent him two Comic Time 101 exclusive covers.
yeah, that was that Baker's Comics guy. Where was that Inyuk?
Because he did that
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I thought of you, man. I honestly, I was like, oh boy,
yeah, I got one of those.
did you get one of them? That one, and then this really sick Wolverine #1.
Yeah, because you had me busting the gut because you first looked at it and said, "Oh, it's Wolverine and Sabretooth." I'm like,
Yeah, because it looks like Sabretooth until I started studying it and I went, wait a minute, that ain't Sabretooth. But I mean, come on now. At first glance, does that not look like a Wolverine Sabretooth battle? And then I noticed they had claws and I went, well, wait a minute. Sabretooth don't have claws. Who is that? And I was like,
supposed to be
oh, old man.
Old Man Logan. Yeah, Old Man
Yeah.
Logan.
I was like,
I
okay,
got
well,
both of those. They came from the Comic Time 101 exclusive boxes.
yeah. So yeah, I was stoked. That's actually I was kind of wishing that would have been Wolverine because I would have, or Sabretooth because I'd have been stoked about that. And I do that a lot in my videos. You'll notice that my light bulb will come on halfway through a sentence, and then I'll go, oh, "Yeah, this is." Oh wait, no, hold on. But
Trust me,
yeah,
I do that too. I'm still trying to work out how to figure out to putting the little word bubbles up there like you do to correct myself when I do make a mistake.
go on. Oh well, yeah, you got to have the editing software, but if I just all I do, man, is just go on Google and type in, a word bubble with transparent background, and then download it to your gallery in your phone or in your computer, phone, whatever. And then when you go into the editing software and you put in layers, then you just click on a layer, add a photo, and then drag it where you want it on the screen, and
Right.
then put some text in the middle of it. But I don't know what kind of editing software, if any, you have. So,
I don't know. And like I said, in fact, the setup that I'm on right now, I just got this 2 days ago. So,
editing, I enjoy. Everybody hates talks about. I hate editing my video. I enjoy it. I try to make it fun, and I try to make it funny, and that's the best way to do it. Is so every time I you know, make one of my little blunders on there instead of, just
mm,
going on like I didn't acknowledge it and I don't realize I did it, then I'll go back and put in a little acknowledgement from something and point it out and laugh at it and go on.
I'm not quite sure what they're asking, but I don't know. Stevie B might be. I'm not.
Well, I got nothing, man.
I don't know. I'm not smoking anything. I don't.
Well, no, I just sound this way because I'm tired. I've
Right.
been up all day. I worked all night and been up all day.
Well, I'm probably going to cut it short here in a few minutes, anyways. I remember originally I told wifey I'll try to keep it under an hour, but it took almost 45 minutes for somebody to pop on, or 35 minutes, and then we started seeing a couple people. So I figured that's when we would reach the topic. 'Cause I did.
Mm.
I also wanted to talk to you about get your thoughts on mystery boxes because I know you. I know that's your thing. I'll do a
I know a
little.
thing or two about
You
mystery
do.
boxes.
You do.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Um, but
What about them?
well, like I said, man, this could lead into a real longer one. I don't know. We're going to continue it on. Like I'm going to try to do this each week, Saturday if I can. Whenever you have a chance. Like I said, I got to
Well,
learn how to. I got to learn how to like take my thumbnail and kind of click right on that. That didn't work out for me. There's a couple people in the community that would help me with it when I ask them.
yeah,
Dave,
I'm dumb. I'm dumb when it comes to using StreamYard. That's why you don't see me do lives very often. I can't. I just can't figure it out and get it right. And so I just, I just infiltrate other people's channels.
that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But about the mystery boxes, I have this ongoing conversation with a few people of when it's mystery boxes or taking that money from a mystery box. And if I have $40 on say a Vantage box, or should I go to
Right.
the store and just spend $40 and know what I'm going to get? So is there? I
Very
mean,
simple, quick, easy question or easy answer for that. I like surprises. I like winning stuff, and um, I don't gamble. I don't go to casinos or anything. But who doesn't like Christmas morning, right? You don't know what you got. You open them up, and holy crap, you got something really cool, and it's exciting. It's just the excitement of it. I still buy, books that I enjoy with my money, and when there's and with the mystery boxes, what do you do when you open a whole bunch of mystery boxes up, get some cool comics, and get the stuff that you want, or you find something that you want to get, you sell some mystery boxes.
So a lot of it, I guess, would have to be personal preference because, like me, I was like, if I spent so much money and I bought this box, but what if I spend $30 in this box? That's why I haven't bought much mystery boxes recently because I'm like, if I spend this $30 or $40 on this box, but what if I don't? What if I don't get anything to add to my PC?
It happens.
It's one of those things where you're like, well, I just spent all this money, and it's not nothing you
Well,
really want. But if I take that $40 and
okay.
go
Why do
bit,
people? Why do people go plug hundreds of dollars into a slot machine at the casino and walk away with nothing? Why do people buy scratch off tickets and walk away with
guilty.
nothing? Yeah, you want to win.
Yeah,
You want that moment where you open it and you go, I hit it, I did it, I hit it, and that's my gambling addiction, I guess.
the excitement of the hunt, the chase.
Yeah,
You know?
it's the excitement of the unknown and not knowing what you're going to get, not knowing, even when I get royally bent in half, like I did on a couple of these here lately.
Right.
But I mean, you buy your scratch off tickets, you go in there, you drop 20, $30 on scratch offs and walk away with nothing, nothing. But like I always say in a lot of my videos, books ain't for me. If you're interested in them, you want them, hit me up. Somebody loves them. Somebody thinks that well, I don't have any crap ones to pull up right now, but but somebody thinks that these books are. I get a comment in every one of my videos about a book that I turned my nose up and said this is crap. That says, "Oh man, don't sleep on those books. Those are good books."
You
Okay.
don't have any. You don't have anything at all. Valiant sitting there. If you want to show crap, you got Valiant.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, there you go. Absolute garbage. When I run
There
out
you
of
go.
toilet paper, XO Man of War is the
XO.
first one to go.
There you go.
But like I said, somebody out there thinks XO Man of War is the greatest thing that has ever been written. Not me, but
No.
somebody does, maybe.
Yeah.
And so, what do? So I tell people, I say, man, if this is your thing, pay for some shipping. I'll send it to you. Whatever you get. That's how you. That's how you know, spread the wealth, man. Somebody will love it. One thing I am working on um, with some of these lesser value books that I'm not interested in is that we have a children's hospital up here in where I live, one of in outside of the town where I live a little bit, and I thought about donating some comic books to the children's hospital to give to the kids that are stuck in there sick. Give them something to read. They don't care what they're worth. They don't. To
Right.
them it's just superheroes, and they love them.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love
That's
superheroes?
awesome. Anytime somebody can give back to kids, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But
So.
I'm gonna go ahead and we'll end this one for tonight, Stevie. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
put you on the screen. If you want to tell anybody what you got going on, or when you're gonna drop some video, you go ahead and let the people know
Uh,
what you got coming up.
don't worry. Well, you just done put me on the big screen anyway. Um, Nothing really planned coming up big yet. I'm still working on figuring out some way to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I haven't forgot about it. It's just when it hit this close to my mystery boxes, I left myself with not a whole lot of big books to give away for a giveaway. So I'm trying to come up with something really good to give away for 500 subscriber that everybody be happy with, and also a way to integrate that with um, with somebody else who's plays an important part to my channel that I want to give some support to. So I'm working out a plan on that. And as you see in the background, we're gonna do some probably try to do some Funko content. Not very often, but once in a while. I'm not a Funko Pop really collector, but I'm dipping my toe in a little bit. Other than that, we got a big banger of a mixture box coming up Monday. So tune in for that. You won't miss that one. It's going to be a good one. And after my long streak of turds is over, we finally hit a big box, and I can't wait to show it to y'all. Tuesday, every other Tuesday night on Comic Fu 80. Oh, God, my tongue tied. 2814. We got a Mystery Men show, and I guess me and Kev here at Thunder God, we're gonna try to do a show every week. I guess is it Kev?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Right there.
I'll try to do each week about the same time, and kind of I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna work it a little bit and talk to some people, maybe figure out how to do one of the uh, reminders or stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna try to do something about every Saturday night.
Okay.
Try to make it this episode 1 and try to do some episode 2.
But yeah, I think once a month, Comic Fu and I have some guests. We do our dollar bin diving show once a month. So watch for that on again Comic Fu 2814 channel. I do a lot of shows on his channel. What the hell? I really need to figure out this.
Hey, well, Comic Fu is a great guy, so we gotta.
Did you just say he was a great gay guy?
If you guys, he's a furry guy.
He's a furry. He's a little bit of a furry, but he's.
But anybody does not watch that show, I'm going to have to give a plug for it. The Mystery Men show that they do on Comic Fu 2814 or 2814 is one of the best shows to me on YouTube right now. And these guys get together. It's hilarious, especially with the king of our mystery boxes, Chad RCG. So
if he can manage to stay off the toilet through an episode, that would be great.
That is true. That is true. But as for me, what I'm going to have is I'm going to try to make it to my house. Yes, I haven't been there in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to try to drop a haul video. Other than that, I don't have much more. I'm going to try to work on live streams and yeah, that's about it for me right now. But as far as us, if you have not subbed up, please sub everybody up. That's in the chat. Sub up Stevie B.
How many subs you at right now, Kev?
Right now, we're still only at the 78.
Come on, guys.
We're still trying. We're trying to get out there. We're trying to get to that 100. You know what the surprise is for 100. You know what the gift is.
Well, I know. I mean, we got to get this guy to 100 subs, guys. Come on, we pull this thing together. We can do it. I know we can get to 100.
We know it's that 9.8 slab.
I know.
I got that 9.8 slab waiting for somebody in a contest as soon as it gets to 100.
Well, we can get you there. I don't know. Is Bueller still on here? Bueller, plug this fucker. Let's get him up to 100, man. I don't know if he's still on here or not, but give this guy a shout out, man, on your channels and help you hit that 100 mark, man. He deserves it.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Bueller stuff. I love it. But yeah, please give us some comments, some thumbs up. Any type of stuff always works good. Any type of thumbs up, it looks good in the analytics. Sub each other up. We're a small community and we got to support each other.
So,
and that's pretty much it. Please share this video because maybe some people that ain't subs and maybe they see it. So do the whole share thing. Maybe they'll like me. We can get Stevie some more. We got to get Stevie to 1,000. That's our next goal right there. Stevie's got the 500. You got to crack that 1,000. You can do it, man. You can do it.
We'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
We're gonna get to there. But yeah, thank everybody who did stop in, or everybody's gonna watch this on the replay. We're gonna try to be back next week. CVB Comics, Thunder Guy 75 Comics. Thumbs up, please. Share. Sub if you haven't to both of us. So just for right now, we're going to go ahead and cut this one short. But we'll be back next week. I'm going to try to come up with maybe another topic or two. Coming up with original topics is damn hard, let me tell you. Trying to come up with stuff that other people ain't talked about seems hard. But yeah, so up until then, Stevie, have a good night, my brother. Everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by. And remember, comic book community, stay worthy.
Right on, brother.